Welcome back to A Shot of Wildlife. Like so many days recently, one of us has decided to start the day early. So I thought, why not seize the opportunity, and I've brought Reva to a landfill site. Let me tell you why. Strumshaw Hill landfill site closed in 1988, and since then nature has gradually recolonised with the help of some native planting. It now provides a sanctuary for all manner of species, and in the early winter, which is when this was filmed, the mosaic of habitats here promises to be rich in wildlife. Now, although the dress code was camouflage/drab, Reva didn't get the message, so we're not going to be sneaking up on too many things, but let's see what wildlife we can find. Are you excited? Of course you are. It's hard to portray time in these wildlife walk videos, especially when I don't see very much wildlife, and on this occasion I was struggling quite a bit. It took at least 20 minutes before I managed to film the first animal. Nothing too exciting, but a wood pigeon is definitely better than nothing at all. With their blue heads and white neck patches, these are the largest and most common of the 5 species of pigeon that live in the UK. Wood pigeons have a large pouch in their throats known as a crop. This is where they produce crop milk to feed their chicks, but also where they can store a large amount of food to digest over time. Apparently, they can fit in as many as 1,000 grains of wheat at one time. As we carried on walking, gladly it wasn't long before the next bird appeared, a brief but very welcome great tit. These are beautiful birds throughout the year, but I think their brilliant glossy black heads look even better against the sometimes drab landscapes of winter. Things were looking up, and so were we. The track we were following took us into a denser woody area, and here, way up in the sparse canopy, was another member of the pigeon family, a stock dove. These are sometimes confused with wood pigeons, and it's quite easy to see why. Their overall body colour is the same, although stock doves are smaller and lack the white neck patches and have less colourful heads. I'm working on a stock dove fact file at the moment, so subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to find out lots more about them. Nearby, a blue tit hurried from branch to branch looking for something to eat. During the spring and summer, their diet almost entirely consists of small insects and spiders, but during the winter, when these are in short supply, they will also eat seeds, fruits and nuts. I think I was having a better time than Reva, although she just loves to soak up all of the sights and sounds of the outdoors. Soon, the woodland gave way to a more open landscape of grass, scrub and smaller shrubs and trees. One of the most prominent species here were teasels, and where there are teasel seed heads like this, goldfinches are never far away. Some people think that the wildlife of the UK is dull and boring, but come on, look at these beautiful birds. With their red faces, black and gold wings, peach backs and white cheeks, European goldfinches are stunning. These are mostly seed eaters, and I've recently found out that males have longer beaks than females, meaning they can access some seeds easier. This has a knock-on effect in that during harsher winters when food is in short supply, a lot of female goldfinches will migrate away whilst males will stick around. For now at least, there is plenty of food for all of them, but they always have to be careful that they don't become dinner themselves. Perched in a distant tree with a brilliant vantage point was this female kestrel. A lot of their diet is made up of small rodents, but they'll also take worms, reptiles and small birds when rodents are in short supply. There are several species of kestrel around the world. The one that lives in the UK is the common or Eurasian kestrel, which is the most widespread and can be found over most of Europe and parts of Africa and Asia. Also among the trees was a surprisingly colourful member of the crow family, a jay. I've always thought that this species seems to be more common in recent years, but the evidence doesn't support this. Their numbers in the UK are around the same now as they were 50 years ago, with about 170,000 territories in the country. During the colder months, several species of thrush visit the UK, and I was keeping an eye out for these, as this would be a perfect place for them to refuel after arriving from continental Europe. The first contender was this, but as plenty of blackbirds do breed in the UK, it's impossible to tell if this female is a year-round resident or not. But an almost guaranteed visitor was here as well. This mottled brown bird with its faint red sides is a redwing. Around 700,000 visit the UK each winter from their breeding grounds in Europe and Russia, although this is gradually changing as they are starting to colonise the UK. There are now between 50 and 100 nesting pairs in the north of the UK, and this number is increasing almost year on year.
Things have gone very quiet down here. I have a feeling I may have lost my miniature wildlife ranger partner for the day, so it's time to head home. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, check out the one that's on the screen now for more UK wildlife. Thanks for watching, and we, hopefully, will see you next time.